Now that we've finished that, we're going to do one last challenge with this poem, which means that you're actually going to get the computer to choose a vegetable at random. So the way we're going to do that is we're actually going to go and have a look at MASH 3. So I'm going to say File, Open. I'm going to open up MASH 3 again so I can see what it looked like. Click on File, Save As, and this time you're going to call it MASH 5. Save, and let's start working on MASH 5. Okay, so here we have MASH 5 written down. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be putting in a command that will allow you to have a random input. The computer will choose what the vegetable is going to be. So instead of us just saying veg input and getting someone to choose what it's going to be, we're going to get the computer to choose. Right, so I'm going to take this line off for a minute. Just delete that. And I'm going to start off by saying import random. And what this allows us to do is to get the computer to use a random word from a list that we then generate. Okay, I'm going to press enter. Underneath that, I'm then going to say veg list so that I can actually come up with a list of vegetables that I want it to choose from, equals, and I'm going to use the square brackets. So if you look on your keyboard alongside the letter P, you'll see that there are square brackets. These are what we use to create a list. We do have to use speech marks for each one of the words, and they do have to be separated by a comma. So I'm going to start off with beans. Let's just get that comma in the right place. So beans, the comma will be on the outside of that. So beans, more speech marks, broccoli, comma, asparagus, see if I can spell it, comma, speech marks, oops, that's not a speech mark. I'm going to have my cabbage in there. I'm using the arrow key, the direction arrow key, just to move my mouse sort of one place to the right hand side so I can put my comma in each time. Okay, and as you can see, I moved it one too far. So speech marks in. I'm now going to put in celery, use my direction key, comma, speech marks, garlic, you can choose whatever you like. Okay, it doesn't have to be the list that I have up here. Speech marks, cucumber, carrots, what else can we have? Lettuce, I'm going to put my mushrooms back in there, and maybe I'll have some radishes. Maybe I'll have some okra. Okay, when I've finished my list, it finishes off with the square brackets at the end. What you'll notice here is my square bracket is in the wrong place. I'm just going to select that. I'm going to cut it out and put it after okra. Okay, so it's important that the start and the end of your list use the square brackets. So that defines where the start is and where the end is. Okay, so that's our vegetable lists that we've done already. And what we're now going to do is we're now going to tell Python how it can actually use that list. So we wanted to choose something at random. So we're going to type in the word veg, just like we did before, equals, and then we're going to type in random dot choice. Okay, we have to tell it where to get it from, so in brackets afterwards we're going to say that it has to look in veg list. Alright, just press enter and push that down a little bit. So we need to now save this program, and we're going to click on run, click on OK. And what I would like you to do is, once you've clicked on run, is you'll see that there is an error that comes up. Okay, so what I suggest you do is have a look at the error. It says built-ins name error, name radish is not defined. Go and find out why. Have a look at it, find out why radish is a problem in our list. That's going to be your first mission, and then we're going to come back. We're going to finish this off. Make sure also that you correct any spelling mistakes. For example, there might be a spelling mistake in there that you might want to correct as well. So correct the spelling mistakes, find the error and fix it. And we'll have a look at this in a minute.